Good day to all, and in this video I will show how to change the exhaust sound on Yamaha DragStar motorcycle watch. To change the sound, actually exhaust pipe, install the so-called flute, which muffles the sound a little bit if, let's say, you have a large capacity motorcycle and it works very loudly for you and you. However much you don't like it, you just put there a flute and in principle the sound becomes much lower. I have the same, there are bathtubs, this is a flute a little bit on. I am damaged, but in principle it does not. It interferes with the work in principle. Absolutely nothing interferes with it. Flute just inserts the exhaust here and drowns out the tie sound. The sound becomes an order of magnitude lower, but if you like how, and I like a good native, so to speak, all sorts of such interference sound on a motorcycle, then of course I without it so say. But if you, for example, live there in some area where, for example, there are a lot of children, there are a lot of people, there are all sorts of other complain, then I also have my time sometimes rode with it a little bit, but it drowns out, so to speak, good sound, the sound of a moped motorcycle in principle. Then firstly, there are also such things, that's why I took off. Well, in principle here I am now. I'll put it and show how the motorcycle sounds with it and how to say without it. There is absolutely nothing complicated here. You just put it in the exhaust pipe. On this side there is a hole, which will turn out here too, and you inserted a taxed flute, then make it so that the holes were one opposite the second, and it turns out just with a bolt it is. The whole thing is screwed and everything is fine for you. It stands in principle like this, all this. The thing is put in very tightly here correctly. This is how we put it in here, and I'll show which one has changed. So this is where I do it, I put it all in. All now we will start my motorcycle and look how our sound has changed in general. That's all. We open here, we turn on, and we will start. Oh, the sound is quiet, I don't know at all. I even forgot how it sounds, practically inaudible. We form a little gas, well, that is, in general. But right now, in principle, I'll try to remove, it's all a matter of hand. Music, even at idle, the sound is immediately native. Immediately pretty, yes, well, yes. I also generally love shootings, well, that is, somehow. In principle, like this, that's how you can, in principle, change the sound on motorcycles like these. Just insert a flute if you don't have, of course. You buy one in principle somehow like this, but I like this one better. Native sound, well, that's basically it. Ask, does it affect, say, if you install a flute? Does it affect, say, the thrust at speed? If it drowns out the sound, does it affect the engine operation at all? Look. Well, I checked. Well, it seems to me, well, so that it directly affects the speed, the thrust. Maybe a little bit at the speed.